It's no secret that the driving physics in GTA 4 is one of the game's most divisive parts, especially compared to that of 5. If you ask a GTA 4 enjoyer, it's weighty, realistic, and skillful. But if you ask the average GTA Online player, it's clunky, slow, and unresponsive. And as someone who likes driving in both games, I wanted to know why some players enjoy one over the other. So like all great YouTubers, I worked my ass off, learning the Euphoria engine, the code, I studied game developers, I made a plan, I studied Reddit. Okay, I'll stop. Anyway, here's two aspects that in my opinion highlight the strengths and weaknesses of driving physics in each game.
Take a bite of my hot chihuahua meat.
The first time I heard about the question, does the physics match the map, was in a video by The White Light, and if you want a much better explanation of it, I recommend checking out his channel, but long story short, if the map in a driving game has narrow roads, dense traffic, and sharp turns, then generally, for effective traversal, cars need to be responsive. They need to have strong brakes, fast acceleration, and hard suspension. In other words, the car physics has to match the map. And that's why city driving in GTA 5 feels so great, because the vehicle physics are tight enough to overcome the densely packed streets, allowing players to maintain speed and fluidity, the special ingredients of all great arcade driving games. In contrast though, what do we see in Liberty City? Roads are narrow, traffic is dense, and turns are sharp. But do the cars match this by being highly responsive? Well, I think you'll probably know the answer if you've ever taken a corner too fast in this game.
There was a misinput, calm down! You calm the fuck down! There's a misinput!
But despite having this fundamental mismatch between the car physics and map design, and being very frustrating at times, I still find myself booting the game up and driving around for fun. And I think it's because, unlike GTA 5, driving in 4 isn't fun because of its speed or fluidity, although it can convey this when it wants to, but it's fun because of the tension that exists when driving. And what the hell does that mean? Well, even though the cars in GTA 4 aren't very responsive, I think the challenge in trying to figure out exactly how responsive they are is the most engaging part of the driving. Yes, cars brake really slow, they have really soft body suspension, and they're prone to both under and oversteer. But if you accept these facts and give the driving a chance, what you'll realize is that every turn, jump, and curb is a legitimate obstacle that can derail your drive. You realize that driving in this game is about pushing your luck just enough to get the most out of your car without losing control. There's no downtime on long stretches of road, as no matter the terrain, traffic density, or road width, there's always tension when driving. So you have to constantly be scanning your environment, the speed and trajectory of your car, and even then, something unexpected can just absolutely screw you over. So the resultant gameplay is constantly interactive, and pulling off even the most simplest maneuvers can be really satisfying. In contrast, driving in some parts of Los Santos, like the wide highways, can be much less interactive. Cars being so maneuverable means that on wide roads or when there's little traffic, there's minimal need to steer or decelerate, or even consider the consequences of crashing. And in these moments, there's just no tension. There aren't any stakes to driving. I'm just holding down acceleration, not really thinking about the road or obstacles ahead. Something that obviously adds to these differences are the damage physics. And I'm sure everyone's seen the damage comparison compilations on YouTube, but I feel the broader point is that in GTA 5, the penalty for crashing is significantly reduced to maintain speed and fluidity, so players don't feel bogged down by the slightest mistake. And in contrast, knowing that any decent crash can total your car means that you're paying a lot more attention to traffic and unexpected challenges in GTA 4, which make the driving even more engaging. And even though everyone salivates at the absolute spectacle that is a crash in GTA 4, I think it's only fair to point out that its value as eye candy can be weighed down by driving physics that are hard to get into, especially coming from GTA 5 or other arcade drivers. Which is why in many ways GTA 4 driving is really akin to Dark Souls. Honestly, at the end of the day, I'm able to enjoy driving in both games because I don't necessarily see these differences as better or worse. I just think that GTA 4 driving can be genuinely rewarding if you set aside the mindset that only fast driving can be fun. and that way you can kinda have the best of both worlds. Sometimes I want cars with the masochistic handling of GTA 4, but other times I just want to have a laid back drive.